Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Matt with That's Why Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. And today we're going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Obviously, this is a matchup that's been talked about for a lot of the boxing analysts. Everybody's talking about this fight potentially down the line, maybe at 140, maybe at 135. I expect the fight to take place more so at 140 pounds just because Devin Haney's made it clear that it's tough for him to make 135. And he intends on moving up to 140 pounds real soon. And what better fight to fight, at 140 than Shakur Stevenson or maybe Tank? Obviously, those are the two big opponents for Devin. A lot of people want to see him against Tank. A lot of people want to see him against Shakur. I think against Shakur, Devin gets the more stylistic IQ battle as opposed to Tank, where he has to be very careful throughout those 12 rounds. But obviously Devin Haney, it got kind of popular and it blew up on social media how Devin Haney, he threw a bit of a celebration party for his undisputed, victory over Vasily Lomachenko, making him obviously the undisputed champion. And a lot of people have things to say about that because he hasn't fought guys like Tank or Shakur. But still undisputed at 135 pounds. That's still a big accomplishment, beating a guy like Loma. And Shakur went to the party and he sent him, bottles along with the sign that said, sign the contract. And a lot of people were contemplating whether or not Devin Haney's ducking Shakur, not trying to give him that fight opportunity. Because if you look at it, a lot of people are asking for the Shakur fight. A lot of people are asking for the Tank fight in terms of what Devin should do next. But I think that the Tank fight makes more sense just because Tank's been fighting at 135 pounds. He's even fought at 140. And then you have a guy like Shakur who's only had one appearance at 135 pounds. Obviously being basically undisputed at 130 pounds. So coming up from weight and just getting into the lightweight division, a lot of people are making the case that, yeah, maybe he hasn't had the road to, earn the Devin Haney fight. But at the end of the day, Shakur is the only name that people are talking about alongside Tank. In terms of the only fighters that could really beat Devin Haney and compete with him, because a lot of guys, you could put a lot of guys in there with Devin Haney, and Devin Haney's just going to cook all of them. Obviously, not the best performance or the cleanest performance against a guy like Loma, but also he was fighting a different fight stylistically than he usually does, so that's also important to take into account. We can't just judge Devin based off the loss to, not a loss, like a win, but not the best performance against a guy like Loma, because Loma's really talented. So we can't take too much away from the fact that Devin didn't look, so clean and he didn't have the sharpest performance against a guy like Loma, because that's the most credible opponent that anybody's faced in the 135-pound division, a guy like Loma, a guy that neither Tank or Shakur has fought. So we can't take too much away from that performance that Devin had against Loma. He still got the win, still got the W, but against a guy like Shakur, who's projected to be that #1 guy, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, the next Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, I see differences in their styles, but Shakur's, he's very talented. He's the real deal for sure. So is Tank. Tank has that power. Shakur has that IQ. Tank also has that IQ, but he also carries that power, which has been more noticeable in his performances as opposed to Shakur, who's displayed more distance and the fundamentals of boxing, hit the opponent and not get hit. Man, these are both tremendous fighters for Devin to be facing, but they're both difficult fights. I think the more winnable fight is, that's actually tough. It's really like 50-50 because Devin has a chance to win rounds against Shakur, that's for sure. But the thing is, against a guy like Tank, throughout that 12-round duration, it's going to be tough for Devin to, keep Tank off of him. That's the thing. It's more so, I can't see Devin beating either Shakur or Tank, to be honest with you guys. I think that Tank probably, lands something crazy on him and stops Devin. And then I think against Shakur, he gets outclassed against Shakur, does Devin. But these are still toss-up fights. I'm not saying Devin can't win. I'm just saying those are the guys I favor. I think Devin has a hard time against either guy, but he looked good against Loma, against a really credible opponent. He had his moments, and then in that 12th round against Loma, he really sealed the deal. Obviously, I still thought that Loma won the fight. I just mean, from an outsider's perspective, I could see how the fight could have been scored, a number of different ways. So I really thought the fight was close enough to not call it a robbery. But a lot of people have things to say when they feel strongly about Loma winning the fight, then they'll call it a robbery. But I don't think it was clear enough to give it to determine it as a robbery because it was just a close fight. It's a robbery if a guy wins like 8 rounds and the opponent wins 4. That's a robbery and it's clear. So, man, Devin, we'll see what Devin does next time. It seems like he's, according to his father, he wants to move up to 140 and fight the likes of, guys like Regis Prograis and Teofimo Lopez. Obviously, Teofimo talked about retirement. He announced his retirement, but at the end of the day, money talks. So if there's enough money to get Teo back in the ring, then you never know what'll happen. But I think Shakur and Tank is a big fight if you want to fight the guys at 135 pounds. If not, he goes up to 140 and, faces the top dogs up there. You could even fight a Josh Taylor, maybe get your feet wet at 140, Jose Ramirez. A lot of names, but obviously we want to see the Tank and Shakur fight because those are the fan-friendly fights that everyone wants to see. Even Devin and Teo, if they can make that fight happen, get Teo out of retirement, make sure he gets paid, that's a fight that could be really big. But yeah, I'd probably rather see Shakur and Tank as potential opponents for Devin just because of the beef. Teo's had beef too, that's why I throw him in there as well. So any of those 3 opponents I really want to see, Teo, Shakur, or Tank for Devin. But let me know in the comments, who do you guys want to see? I know Devin not coming off the best performance against a guy like Loma, but still, let me know in the comments who you guys think he should fight next, because I think it should either be Shakur, Tank, or Teo if you can get him out of retirement. Let me know in the comments who you guys think Devin should fight next. What would give the best fight for the fans? Let me know in the comments, but thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.